As you can see, an outline is super important for any project you're setting up. So for a marine project, you want to be as well very specific. We have a lot of different aspects that can affect a marine environment. It can be things that are related with seawater. It can be everything that is on land. We have atmospheric factors affecting our project. So all these things need to be described and included in your outline. This is gonna be basic for someone to come and have a quick read and know what you're doing in your project. For the next activity, you have to describe the outline for the use case that we're reviewing. Make sure that you include the characteristics of the environment that are relevant or important for other people to know what you're talking about, the area that you're gonna be working on, and the people that are involved in this project. On this activity, we're gonna do the same. Whatever you write about your outline, it has to be a brief paragraph with the description. Remember the template that we used in the last activity? We're gonna use it again. So whatever you write for your project outline, make sure that you copy paste it in the section specific for the outline. Save it, and this is what you're gonna submit at the end of the unit. Now that you know what a timeline means, we have to apply it to your marine project. When we're dealing with the environment, it's really important to know that our timelines are always dependent on nature. And as we well know, nature can be sometimes unpredictable. You always have to be prepared and consider when you're setting up your timelines that you're dealing with the weather or with tides or with migrations. Maybe your goals are to set up a conservation or restoration project to repopulate a certain species in an area. But what happens if during that time of the month, that animal has migrated to the other side of the world? It doesn't mean that the animal is not there. It just means that during that time of the year, you're not gonna find anyone or anything that is gonna help you create your project. So it's important for us to know that these timelines have to always be based on what nature is doing. Sometimes it's out of our control. Also, we need to see if you wanna do construction or if you wanna set up a restoration method in a beach that's very touristy. Maybe the government or the council is not going to allow you to do this project when it's, for example, a very touristy season and you're affecting the economy. So all these things have to be put in consideration. Make sure that your goals are broken down into steps, and those steps are really well laid out on your timeline. This is going to make your life easier. You're going to be able to adapt to the unpredictable things that nature can bring into our projects. So for this activity, we need to set a timeline. On the previous activities, we set out the goals and the project outline. So with that in mind, we're gonna go and see what we need to do and when we need to do it. In the previous videos, you saw different ways you can present a timeline. There are templates you can find on the internet that are very easy to just set it up. You can do very basic stuff like bullet points. You can get creative and whatever you think it's easier for you, for your project, and for the people you're working with, that it's gonna be easy and accessible to see and to read. Create a timeline that you think will be good for this project, considering the goals and the steps you've set up in the previous activities.